Mama Lou, what's cooking today?
Dhal and rice and a madol walkie-talkie.
Dhal and rice or what?
Madol walkie-talkie.
And this is again, what is
No,
this?
madol walkie-talkie.
No, 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 no,
This is dal, it's just good now, ready to be chunky.
Yeah. And what's this color over here now?
Rice,
It
and
is
fish again.
flying fish, boy. You have your license of life?
Yeah, man.
And rice in the back there?
Rice in the back there.
Very good.
And this is
Oh my!
bhaggi from the garden.
Bhaggi from the backyard garden. Well, great, mommy, great.
So, the way the man had
That is correct. Very
is to
good.
your stomach.
What do you mean? Huh?
Food makes people happy.
Yeah, it does. You see that every day.
So no wonder why, eating time is a happy time. So you cook with love. Never forget, 1 cup of love.
One cup of love. Very lovely. Thank you.
And you sure going well good. I hold on to old faithful for a long, long time.
About 20 years, yeah?
20 years.
Yes.
I have a kind of loyalty to old things.
The whole thing. Like myself.
It's not that I'm a hoarder. But when something is good, I don't cast it aside.
And the old faithful is still operable, you know.
Yes, of course.
You know, I wish somebody would say, well, can we have old faithful? They'll come along. We'll clean she up.
I mean the stove.
Yeah. Of course, who else?
I thought it was the top.
No. Oh, the car. Oh, yeah. Our another old faithful. Yes, man.
So, loyalty to something that is good. Loyalty to friends and family. Because they serve you well. It's good to, hold on to them. Don't cast them aside. But
all.
for that equipment and so, well, you have to upgrade. You have to upgrade.
Good, Mama. You always was a good feeder, girl.
Yeah, man. I love food. I love
you
the
for that.
food.
I love you for that. I really love you for
And come
that.
here,
No, that's okay. You're home with me and you're home, and that's the important thing.
yeah, so love is the important ingredient. Love one another. Much respect, consideration, and cooperation.
Very good.
We were visiting with a young man recently, and he was telling us of the different things. He's a working man, his wife is a working woman. And he is talking about if he get home before his wife, he will put the clothes in the machine, he will start to cook. Consider now a wife coming home and meet food halfway cooked and clothes almost finished washed. That goes a long way. A woman will appreciate a man like that. And vice versa,
Yes.
There's nothing about woman job and man job. Not when two people working.
Yeah.
That was for long ago when you were a housewife. When you were a housewife, a man come home and his wife have everything ready and he pick up his foot and she present him with his food. And then she brings the newspaper for him to probably take off his shoes. Well, we don't do it like that anymore.
We have slip-on now.
But we certainly tell how to treat our better half with love and respect. One way or another. So yeah, man, so this is the rest of the flying fish flying away from the fridge now. No more to get unless we go back to Tobago.
There were a couple left there.
Yes.
I like to sizzling tongue, boy. Tell you something alive is happening there. So you have to
Don't get that.
Don't get that. Very good. And yes. Okay, Mama Lou, I'm going to just pinch a little piece here. You know, Lanty don't cook again, but you can pinch that.
The multiplication.
Pinching, boy. Look a bit clear.
You're really thankful. That's what you call thankful? It's a good piece, no man.
Mama Lou's sitting there real nice. Well, since Mama Lou insists, I will not resist. Nothing like good home life, boy. Good home life is important. Good home life, really important. Mama Lou, you deserve a piece. Crispy, crispy. Well, are we doing any pot, right?
Okay.
Well, Mom, thanks a lot. I appreciate very much this wonderful meal. I saw you cooking it, and I waited patiently out here. And even Bertie and all was waiting for you. Even Bertie and all was waiting in the wings.
That's a good fellow waiting for me.
Yeah, and don't talk about Simon. Simon looking around. So, that's said our grace, and that's it. Dal and rice, bhaggi, flying fish. Where's you having this?
You want more than that?
I want to big you up, man.
Oh, kuchela, of course.
Kuchela.
I think fast brought that kuchela.
Hey, what about the mango, boy?
We curry mango.
Curry mango from daughter.
That in the, I put some in the freeze.
Okay. We had that for somebody. Wait, there's a whole hot pepper here?
Yeah.
Wow.
And hot?
The food hot. The what's that? The curry?
The bhaggi.
This here.
Kuchela.
That hot. A nice warm traveling down here, boy. I like New Jersey. Eh?
Very nice.
I ain't know who gave me this, you know.
Somebody did. So what I was reading about in that book?
Girl, I'm reading there about culture. About culture, being cultured. A good topic.
To be cultured. But people have different culture.
It says here, culture and refinement. Man is born a barbarian, but culture raises him above the beast.
Okay.
So when you think of that statement, man is born a barbarian, but culture raises him above the beast.
I will agree with that 100%. Because it said, I don't know if I heard it as a story, or I read it, or it was a movie. This little baby, the parents died, and it grew among the animals. The animals took care of him. And he behaved just like the animals, raw for his food.
Oh my. How's the girl? Long time no see. How the sun treating you?
Not too good, but I'm here.
You're here. Okay.
Drink plenty.
I had no letters today for you.
Thank you, though. Thank you very much. Yes.
All right, so you keep good, huh?
Yeah,
Drink
you
a
do.
lot of water.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay then.
Long live TD Pose. So you grew up among the animals?
Yeah, survival skills. And when he was brought in to civilization, couldn't fit in.
Couldn't fit in.
That's what he was nurtured with. So that is why, however you treat children, that is the man and woman they will be of tomorrow. If you're very abusive to children, they will think that is the norm for life. And they will grow up to be abusive men and women.
So then we can say the home life is vital to what we turn out there in society.
Of course.
So after the home life, let me ask this question. After the home life, the teacher is responsible for a great part of that further culturalization of a child.
But long ago, the village was responsible.
The village.
Yeah. It was nothing for somebody to see you doing out of turn. And they were familiar with your parents. That they will take a little whip and give you a little lash.
You can't do that today.
What?
You might be flogged with that same whip.
But long ago, the village raised the child. And I tell you, I was glad to be born in a village.
So did people ever have to come home and tell your dad,
You misbehave?
you misbehave? You remember anything like that?
Well, I never misbehave.
Okay. So then there was no need for the teacher to come home.
But you hear people, older people say that. Fish fried with seafood.
So,
So yes, the teacher is responsible. But your character is raised at home, eh?
right. They say culture turns us into true persons. Culture turns us into true persons.
To be cultured. Not someone culture, meaning their background.
Well, remember it's a learning process in life, isn't it? So when the child is there, it's growing, it's being cultured, then the characteristic or the character of the child is now exposed to outside influences.
Yeah, like Dr. Bajan from the AP. She used to come to NP on a lunchtime to do lectures.
Right.
Different people came. But I remember him clearly on this topic about the windmill.
The windmill.
And he said, I think I might have spoken about this before, but bringing it to remembrance is always a good thing. And he said that he studied in Holland. And, you know, there were lots of windmills along the way.
Mr. Sanga, how are you going, sir? Good to have Sanga with us.
Sorry, tell you the truth. Yeah, man, mommy, you cook a boss me again. Only, you know, I like camera things, so I come.
Good man, good to see you.
I just sit back here.
Good sir, good.
Yeah.
Good son, are you sure it tastes, man?
I come to say in between. But anyway, only go ahead and
Yeah man, great to have you.
I just want to tell you out. People quietly.
So you fancy. Here you go, doggy. I put in my hand by your mouth at all.
So Dr. Bagan.
So Dr. Bajan said, he talked about the 4 blades of the windmill. One is your spiritual life, one is your physical life, One is your social life, and one is your religious life.
Okay.
Like that. So he said now, the base of the windmill
Mm-hmm.
is what your parents and your siblings put into you from baby. That determines your character. So it's very important. Your character is formed by your home life with your parents, your siblings, maybe grandparents for those who have extended family. And whatever takes place in the home there, it becomes part of the character of the child. Like if you came from a home that had a lot of laughter, a lot of happiness,
Right.
that character will be part of you. Okay? Right? So thing like how you relate in the home life. If you are friendly people, your child will be a friendly child. If it is a very introvert home, the child will be a quiet child. So that's where your character is formed, based on your parents, how you interact in the home, how you share in the home. Sharing is something as a character of families. If you grew up in a very selfish home, your child will more than likely exercise selfishness. And personally, I believe that. From experience speaking, I can say that is very true. Because we grew up in a home without parents, and it was all siblings. And we all were 2 years apart. And when you were given, when things were being shared, it was shared equally. You have a mango, my father will, on a Saturday, will go out and buy cane. And to tell you how fair he was, he will do a whole length of cane. So you have 10 nuts, right? Got and then he take that nut each, cut off the nut, cut it in 4, and he give each one. So everybody was shared equally.
That's your grandfather she's talking about that?
Like,
And I have seen you do that.
like man goes, hey boy,
I have seen Nathaniel Kose lived out in Lasana. Sharing things with his children.
you have oranges. You peel orange, everybody get one. If you have more for next rounds, for everybody you get next one. You get it? If it's only half to share, everybody get one already. Everybody get a half. So sharing was a very fundamental character in our family.
And the culture was developed.
And because of that now, when we all run our homes, that went with you.
So then,
Every one of my siblings share with children, share with their nieces and nephews.
so here,
Pass on from generation to generation.
so let's say now, in the beginning of this said, man is born a barbarian, but culture raises him above the beast.
Of course.
So the beast doesn't know about culture.
And
He knows about ravishing.
Yeah.
But culture, you ever see a lion sit back and say, no, my friend, you all go ahead and eat. Right? The hyena.
And what you want, you
Go ahead
live.
and eat. Go ahead and eat. And be sure to leave some for me, right?
No.
So culture doesn't enter really and truly. The beast doesn't have culture.
So that base of the that holds the base now is a character that you learned with your loved family, the family life. Whatever took place in that home It's the character of the person. And I could say that I have children that really share. So I brought a little piece of cactus to
Excuse me.
children.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Thank you.
Let's bring two this piece of that napkin for me now, please.
Yeah.
Now, here it is. There's also the expression, remember, we're talking about culture and refinement,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate this. There is nothing more cultivating than knowledge. Okay? There is nothing more cultivating than knowledge.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You're going to feel lucky after.
Sarah,
Yeah.
hear this?
Well, let me take away anything.
Not really. Maybe that is.
It flies, you know. But if you want to put some food for Lucky,
I give him some chow this morning.
okay.
You
See that?
want to give me that, please, Matt? Sorry to interrupt. Ole.
No.
It's okay.
No.
This
This,
plate might stay out here.
this is, no, you
that's
need-
staying outside
No,
then?
you gotta wipe it. You gotta wipe it.
I wipe
She
it.
wipe it.
Okay.
And you see, so whenever you want to use it, Lasana,
Right.
it's right here.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Ole, good here then.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot,
Some
darling.
water.
Hey, you know what could use boy? A little more
Some
dal
dal.
boy, yeah. Please. That dal is delicious.
All right.
Appreciate that.
And Sana, if you want some in a cup.
I'll go in and take some more bhaggi and dal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, there is nothing more cultivating than knowledge. It's true. To know how to behave, to know how to react, to know how to greet others, to know how to be polite, to contain your own anxieties and not.
Okay. Well, I guess, Lancy, that speaks now of the different blades. Right? On the character, the base of the tunnel, the what do you want?
The windmill.
The windmill. I said tunnel.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Senior moment. At the base of the
Thanks, Anna.
right? Then the four why am I using the words now?
I don't know.
What do you call it? The four
Blades.
blades.
The blades, the blades, yes.
One blade represents your social life,
Okay.
right? Your social life as to how you relate to people. How do you relate in your workplace? That's your social life. You have your the physical blade.
Right.
That's your body.
Okay.
How you take care of your body. To have a healthy body, it means eating right, sleeping well, exercising, and also be careful what sort of beverage you put into your system. So that is keeping the blade of your body, how to take care of the blade of your body.
Okay, fair enough.
So we have your social life, you have your physical life, you have your spiritual life. And as he had put it, whoever or whatever is your spiritual belief, that's up to you. But if whatever your spiritual beliefs are, it is important you be honest in your service. You know?
Right.
Be honest and to be sincere. That's the same word. Right? To be sincere and to be committed to your spiritual beliefs. Be sincere and be committed. And it's a community life. Social life consists of the community.
Also, yes.
So your religious life, your physical, I don't quite remember what's the other one. But I have some notes I must look back up and get it straight. I think I did so far 3 out of 4. Right? But what he did say, which was the most fundamental part of the story, is that if one blade has a crack in it, one blade has a crack, there'll be a lot of noise coming from that windmill. You can hear it in the distance. You be passing, the windmill might be a mile away, but you are going to hear that noise coming from the windmill because there's a crack blade. And he stressed the importance of having all your blades intact. He said a lot of people pay a lot of emphasis on the body and absolutely nothing on their spiritual. They take every care of their body, they exercise, they diet, they drink well, they sleep well, they play sports, whatever. And that blade is very strong. But spiritually, nothing on that blade. So that will be a crack blade.
Okay.
Right? So the emphasis is that every blade must be in good condition.
Okay.
Take care of every aspect of your life, whether physical, spiritual, social, and as I say, I'm not too sure what's the other blade. But the message is all blades must be healthy blades.
And all synchronized.
And all synchronized, working in harmony. And it is the most perfect invention for the purpose of the windmills.
Very good, true. And that brings me in, what you're talking there about the crack. Hear this in a part. So there is nothing more cultivating than knowledge.
Right.
But wisdom herself is coarse when polish is lacking.
Yes.
So that is the refinement you're talking about now.
Yes.
You have the wisdom.
But how you deliver it?
How you deliver it, the polish is lacking.
The polish is lacking because you could be telling me words of wisdom, but you're telling it to me in such an aggressive manner or in such a know-it-all manner that I may not even pay attention to the wisdom that you're telling me there.
That is
I may
true.
just say, oh, here's a blue heart.
Very true.
So
The
that
polish
is
lacking.
where all blades must be intact. To make you the man and woman to be admired, all blades must be in perfect order.
You know, excuse me, years ago at the Express, I had to write a headline for a man who had invented some kind of polish. I have no idea if it still exists in business, but I was trying to find a headline. For this thing, and then I came up with the thing, and now it's a nice headline. I have no idea of the man's integrity, the man's background, what his business entails.
Oh, those pigeons big, eh?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Wow, they're almost like ducks.
Yes, he's looking for some food. But the headline was a man full of polish, right?
Right?
But it's a nice headline. I have written good headlines and they were badly interpreted too. And I wouldn't repeat that one, right? Particularly. So, if you have wisdom and you are delivering your wisdom with a sense of culture and integrity, then there can be no misinterpretation about where you're coming from. Do you know that that is a polished approach?
Of course.
A very polished approach.
Yeah.
So let me read on a little bit again. Not only must understanding be refined, but also our desires and especially our conversation. You hear that? Not only must understanding be refined, but also our desires and especially our conversation.
Of course.
Now hear this now, that is a big responsibility in conversing. If you're going to have a meal ready, and it's something I have always feared, because I've seen it happen already. If you're having a meal, and the most unpleasant thing cross your mind, there is no room on that table. There is no dish that should hold unpleasantries. Because eating Like we
It's
just
a happy time.
eating is a very happy time. If you go into Paula Spain lunchtime and you see people cooped up in an office from, let's say, 7:30 to, let's say, quarter to 12 o'clock, and you see them going out to a restaurant,
All of the time, take away food.
take away food, right?
And they're walking back to the office.
Yes.
Happy with the box of food, you
No,
know.
this is this person's special break for in 8 hours, you know.
Yes, I was able to buy myself what I want to eat.
Yes, and I am going to indulge. I'm going to indulge happily in this little corner. I'm going to taste the dal. I'm going to taste the rice. I'm going to taste the fish. I like the chutney. I like the bhaggi. I could taste it. I could say, yes, Granny. Yes, Mommy. Yes, daughter. You cook something nice for me.
And if it is a bought meal,
Well, then, I
you're
mean,
going out there to buy exactly what you want to eat.
Yeah.
Because really and truly, you go down to Woodbrook, St. James, anywhere out there where I have a lot of eating places. Albert Avenue, even Newtown area there. And you see some people walking back with grill, some walking back with roti, some walking back with Kentucky, some walking back with a wrap. Listen, man, but everybody happy because I know I go in and enjoy this roti, or I go in and enjoy this Royal Castle, or whatever, because I working hard. When I eat now, and I had a good meal, something that I wanted to eat. I have 4 more hours to work. I could work happily.
you remember
So
some good
eating
eating places?
is a happy time.
Eating is a wonderful time. You okay? How are you?
Bye.
You going to Port Spain? All right, be careful.
Okay.
Good.
Bye. Enjoy.
Can you remember some eating
What's she
place?
going
You're going into Port Spain and get a couple of things for Jenna.
Uh-huh.
You can remember some eating places in Port Spain in your time?
Well, when I met you, our favorite was Saiwu restaurant.
Sairu, yes.
So we spent many days going to Saiwu. That is a Chinese restaurant right there on Independence Square between Abercrombie Street and Chapman Street.
Yes, yes.
Right. If you're walking from Edward Street side, you'll meet it before Abercrombie Street.
Mm-hmm.
No, before Chapman Street. Yeah. And then, of course, we went to Hawaiian Eye. That's on Henry Street.
Hawaiian High, boy.
That was a nice romantic place.
Yes, that was a romantic place with some little lanterns there and it's casting little romantic lights, you know.
Yeah, and you remember a guy had taken a picture the other day. I found that picture very faded.
You
With
found
you
it?
and I in Hawaiian Eye.
You're joking.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is now. So go ask me to go get it.
Man, I would love to see that.
And there was another one on Frederick Street.
Up and down.
Lotus. Locust.
Lotus.
That's before Empire Cinema.
Boy, I can't remember that at all.
You remember? Somebody else must have taken me there.
Somebody took me there. I was too poor to carry you there.
Somebody else must have taken me there, boy. Last
Listen. You know, you know how changes come about in life, eh? Changes really come about in life. As a bachelor, I will tell Kit Anderson, Kitos, my good friend Kitos, let's go and eat something. And we will find a little corner somewhere about the place, right?
A little hole.
A little hole, as they would say. And maybe eat a roti or maybe eat a sandwich and you feel
Well,
it.
yeah, I used to go to a place named Stand Up.
That
on
was on
St.
7th
Vincent
Street.
Street. Actually, you stand up and eat, you know.
Yes, that was a concept.
Yeah. So you had your roti, you go down there at the very, very far end, pay for your roti and you slip down.
They had a counter like.
Yeah, and you eat at the counter.
Well, I used to go as a bachelor, I used to go to a place called Knickerbocker on Duke Street, right? Knickerbocker. But when you started to date now, well, I mean,
You have to look for the nice little
yeah,
place.
look for,
man.
yeah.
But our Sayu was our rendezvous.
Yes. Lingnam, we went to Lingnam once or twice. That was on Charlotte Street.
Oh, that used to be good food.
Yeah, you could walk up some
And
wide
also
steps.
Ling's restaurant, where Mr. Sutton used to work,
Yeah.
on Richmond Street.
Right. Links, yes. Richmond Street.
And poor mother cooking food and you leaving mother food to come to buy food for a girlfriend.
Changes.
The things that love make you do it. Because because you came to work for 2 o'clock, you could have had time, had lunch at home.
Mm-hmm.
Mother finished cook already.
But it was hard to eat and walk out, boy.
Uh-huh.
To walk out 2 miles without getting a ride in hot sun. No, I rather have. I used to walk down with my shirt over my shoulder, my vest on. And when I get down to the junction, I find a standpipe, do a little quick cowboy, right? Dry off with a kerchief or a rag, put on my shirt, down to Port of Spain.
Tough life, boy. I didn't have it quite as tough as that.
No. Oh boy.
Yes, but all things work together for good.
Mm-hmm.
In life, there are certain things, certain experiences we never understand why, but God knows all His plans for our lives, yeah?
Yes. It says some people show a natural refinement both in their inner and outer gifts. Their inner gifts, their heartbeat, their mental state, they show a refinement, how they deal with people, how they can be a help to people, and in their outer gifts, the way they carry themselves about carefully.
Well, I guess that's why like companies have seminars to teach us how to be refined, how to do things graciously, how we should deal with co-workers.
Yeah.
So certain courses and so help people. And reading reading good books really. Reading good books can really help you.
Yeah.
And God's word is a great help to develop our spiritual life.
That's the inner gift that God gives us. But Louise, I'll tell you, it is good to really practice. You can practice with your neighbors. You can practice in the community you live to be helpful, be respected. So today our topic was about culture and refinement. I would like to say, if we observe the political conventions now taking place in the United States, there are a lot of things that will tarnish one candidate from the other. But it all boils down to aspiring. It all boils down to who is gross and who is cultured. And I would really love to see in our country here, our politicians handling issues in a very statesman-like fashion.
Definitely.
Not arousing anger
Hate.
and hate,
Racism.
No. We are too cosmopolitan to want to pelt stones because you don't know who you're hitting in this area. Your stone might be intended for a certain group and it lands on another group because we are so closely knit in our country. So
Exactly.
closely. And we have a lovely country, we have lovely young children, we have lovely young people striving for better things.
So let us demonstrate love.
We need culture and refinement in our lives.
And love, most of all.
But love is the first thing that was ever brought into the world,
So love.
Let love be the motivating factor. And don't, we can't override the fact that we owe each other something. We owe each other peace and quietness.
Happiness.
You know, I think, Mommy, one of the things we must do a little more often is these road trips. Go out there and meet people. You remember the girl we met in Las Lomas?
Yes.
Selling her polori. I don't remember her name. But I find it is a wonderful thing to go out into the countryside and you meet folk who are... I think we must go back and look for that girl in Las Lomas. So folks, what we're planning is that we need to get out there a little bit on some more road trips. We need to find some people out there who are, you know, cultured, very refined. We have wonderful people in this country, you know.
Yeah.
People who have not even hit, they don't know anything about YouTube, they don't get on YouTube, but they are actively beautiful. Actively beautiful. I say this, my voice is cracking now, because I love my country, and Mama Lou loves her country. And we desire, wherever we are, to be cultured and refined, and to love our people. Thank you very much for sticking it out with us again. It's a beautiful day. I can show you a little bit outside there.
Lancy, it's a long time I have not hailed out to Corinne and Denzel. Corinne and Denzel. Dendril, how are you all doing? Also, I would like to hail out to Santa and Tony. A long time I have not spoken to you all on the phone, but we still love you all. Also, Indra, Dimpy Indra, my dear, another daughter, Michael Zambrano. These are all people who have extended so much love to us. Patricia Bedo, Betty, Florida, Umar and Dee. They're not YouTubers, but...
Florence Kalicharan, Tara Ramdullar,
Yes.
Carol Pascal,
Yes, Nancy,
Lauren
you helped me
Nicholas.
with some of them because
yeah, I'm
you
trying.
on...
Musia Mike, I want to thank Musia Mike for his input there, talking about the different barbadine that used to grow on the fence. And I was so glad that you contributed. You know, we can't forget our heritage, and you demonstrated that.
Yes, of course.
You know?
And Stephen and his family way down in Granville, the good doubles man at Captiville Junction. Hi, hope you're doing well. We would also like to say hello to Mike in Canada and Judy T. Rose, how are you, my dear? It's been a long time I haven't spoken to you.
She passed yesterday, huh? And she said
yes,
she'll be
I
back.
heard that you passed. It was so nice, and thank you for what you left. You're always so kind and giving. We love you not just for that, but we love you for who you are.
That's my niece, girl. My niece. My good
Favorite?
My eldest sisters and eldest child in the family. Daughter.
No man.
Yes, Linda was the firstborn
Right.
of 11.
Yes, but Rose is not her firstborn.
No, Rose is not her firstborn.
But nevertheless, she's Rosie.
Rosie.
Love you, Rose.
Yes, and there are so many. Nandy Lewis. Oh my goodness.
So many.
I appreciate very much.
Wilma, I hope you're doing well with your health. Thinking about you.
Yes. Yes. Tracy and Justin, is it?
Tracy and Justin.
Tracy and Justin.
Lancy, what is the name of that couple from Samoa who had brought a lot of garden stuff for us? The man and his niece.
You're talking about Ganesh?
Ganesh.
Ganesh, yes,
Yes.
Ganesh.
And there was also Kumar.
Yes.
Kumar and
Lisa and
Lisa.
Kumar. Lisa and Kumar.
Long time we haven't heard you or sending greetings to you both. Also, Sally Kumar and her beautiful daughter Radha and husband.
Trini, so far you're still doing a wonderful job there,
Yes.
highlighting, the areas in our country and Tobago.
Not forgetting Lyndon and Kim, our son and daughter-in-law.
Right. Sandy's cup of tea, and Mike. Yes, of course.
Yes.
And Dinesh and
Knock a
Vince.
pot.
I don't know if you're back from Jamaica, but
I'm
wonderful.
sure you're coming back, bring and do chicken and pork. A good jerk chicken and pork locking in Trinidad, you know.
Oh, no, don't say that, Louis. Don't say that. The
And
Jamaican.
a good Jamaican flavor, no man. I'm sure they come and get some Jamaican jerk seasoning.
I don't know, but we have good stuff over here, you know. All the little, what is it called? How do you pronounce that word? Gyros?
Yes.
How do you pronounce it?
Gyro or gyro.
Yes, and I tell you, man, we have a cuisine over
We
here
have a
that is.
cuisine. It's the best. Trini food is the best. It's the
Yeah,
best.
and all those people who go to
But
Eddie
of course,
Hart,
we enjoy other countries very much.
Mm-hmm.
But home food is the best, boy.
and all those who converge in Eddie Hart and they're meeting the public's need,
Yes,
culinary
yes.
needs, wonderful in crossing, you know. I'm sure if you're going to Princestown, Ashan
Yeah.
Mohammed,
Of course. How could I forget my dear?
Mm-hmm.
The Ashan was one of my first sons, you know.
and then if you're talking about Ashan Mohammed, you have to talk to Ermin Allen. You have to hail out to Ermin Allen,
All the way in third company.
third company.
Our
Yeah.
good, faithful Ermin who worked with us for over 35 years.
Yes,
Yes, Ermin. Good opportunity to thank you for all you did for us, for the good, tender, loving care. You took care of our children. I went to work with never fearing what is happening at home. You have been a good, faithful housekeeper. You treated our children, especially Lyndon, like your very own. You took care of Lyndon as your very own, Ermin. And I'm glad that Lyndon loves and appreciates you in the way he does. And Nancy, look at that big picture of the boy.
Yeah, this picture here.
Look
These
at
pigeons
that.
here, you see that one?
Man. Lance and Louise on the fence.
Yeah, boy.
You see one, you see the other, you know.
Uh-huh.
Louise looking in and you looking in.
Look at that, look.
You're looking at who passing there, boy.
Yeah.
Louise looking to see, they turn around now.
Yes.
She turn around like Louise.
So, Mama Lou, let's say farewell
Lance
to these
and
folks.
Louise.
Let's say farewell to these folks. All the best. Remember, make the best of what you have.
Love one
And it
another.
will be with the best intentions ever.
And love one another, love and respect, compassion, communication, most important. Communicate about anything that is causing you some concern. But don't nitpick. Communication doesn't mean nitpicking and catching every ball. Okay?
That couple from, excuse me, sorry about that, folks. That
That's
couple
okay.
from Gasparilla, is it Sita and Martin? Sita and Martin, eh?
From Gasparillo, Charles Street.
Charles Street. Once again,
And Geisha, not forgetting Geisha, all the way in Canada.
and her folks down in up there in Coquille side.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
Monday
pleasure meeting them, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do appreciate you all and keep up in the good works and be there for each other.
Yes, and Rochelle and Sheldon and Liam from Faizabad. It was a pleasure meeting you guys in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood Airport.
And I'm sorry, I've met many people in the mall and they tell me who they are, and by the time I get home, I forget what is their name. But all of you who know that you met me, I'm saying hi, and even to those who have never met us.
Yes.
Hi and love to you all. Silent communicators as well.
And there's a nice couple, I've forgotten the name, but there's a lovely couple that keep writing from Belmont. And Belmont is an area that we're fond of also. So, there are some areas in Trinidad you would feel, hey, we won't want to go there. But just like in Malik, when we went up to Malik, people say don't go into Malik, and we met beautiful people in Malik. So my friends, I have hope for our country, and we love our country. So,
All the best.
all the best. Thank you very much.